and welcome back to 340 Paddler product placement. And what I want to do today is talk about training. More specifically, I want to talk about a specific kind of training. So I'm going to do a series of videos, 5 different videos on how I've trained for different finishes. Looking for different ideas, things from a sub 50 finish to just getting across the line finish. And in doing so, I hope that I'm covering most of my bases and can give you some idea of the training necessary. Now, the 340 is ultimately primarily a mental race. I have watched guys in phenomenal condition, far better than myself, go out there and absolutely die. And I have watched people with little training in 12-foot boats just fly through the course. Maybe they don't set course records, they don't do a great time, but they finish. And it's all about grit. The first thing you need to know about the race is it's mental. It's 90% mental. The physical will get you to Lexington and Waverly. The mental will get you to Miami and Glasgow overnight. So, let's talk about just finishing the race. In 2012 and 2013, my goal was simply to finish. I wanted to make it to St. Charles. In 2012, I accomplished that by doing some training. I did about 120 miles of training that year. And it sounds like a lot, but keep in mind that's broken up over 3 months. It's a lot of 10-mile, 5-mile, sometimes 15-mile paddles. And a little bit of racing in there as well. And that mileage was sufficient to get me to the finish. And that mileage was entirely long, slow distance. It was button the boat time. Just getting used to the boat, getting used to the fact that I was in this custom-built, and when I say custom-built, I mean I built it, cedar strip boat. And I tried to put in the miles because I knew I was going to have to get used to spending hours in that boat. So my focus was long, slow distance. I finished that year in 78 hours. I finished it around 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon. In 2013, I didn't train at all. I wasn't planning on racing, and then I just decided at the last minute to race and finished in 76 hours. That was more veterans' knowledge helping me out than anything else. So if you're just going for the finish, what you want to do is make sure that you have plenty of time in the boat. More specifically, you need to have some 3 to 6 hour sessions in the boat. Why so long? It's not training. I'm not looking for you to train your muscles there. I'm trying to get you to train your mind. Get used to being in the boat for that period of time. But secondly, I want to know where things rub. I want to know whether my nutrition works. Every year we see a lot of people paddle into Lexington and quit, and the reason they do that is there's a nutritional problem. So you want to make sure that your nutrition plan works, that your stomach isn't going to shut down or reject things. We'll talk about nutrition plans again another time. You also want to get used to what's going to rub. Is your PFD going to blister you? Is the seat or the back combing of the boat going to tear up your back, which is quite common? Are your legs going to go numb? Where are you going to have problems? Also, those 3 to 6 hour paddling sessions will callous your hands, which will make it easier to paddle without gloves throughout the race, another topic I'm sure I'll cover at some other point. So if you're going to finish, you want to do some long, slow distance, you want a couple of 3 to 6 hour sessions, and you want to focus on that mental grit, if nothing else. That determination that I'm going to finish this race. Until next time, keep your paddle in the water.